Today is December 23rd.
No.
Uh, no?
24th, and
Oh, is it already Wednesday, 24th?
well,
So
it's Christmas today.
oh, it is Christmas. Oh, I thought, okay, wonderful.
Oh,
Good beginning of this. Yeah, of course it is Wednesday, the 24th. Yeah, that makes sense. So it is Christmas. Right. Uh, a very populated Scrum today, consisting of three people, Brian, Pavel, and myself. Um, and I guess, Brian, do you want to start out?
Sure. I did some work on 305, and it looked like it got merged.
Okay.
Um,
I can't even see it on the
well,
dashboard.
if you want to see it, Andrei, you
Oh, there, here, yes, I see it, yes.
yes, but you can use filters.
Yep. Okay. So that's your
yeah,
story?
yeah, that's what I worked on.
Okay. Pavel, do you have
Yep.
anything to share?
No.
No? Okay. I worked on OSRA 244. We paired with Christian again, and we did that on Cloud9. So we set a OSRA instance, an application on Cloud9, and tried to pair, but it wasn't very productive pairing because basically the only couple of filters that we needed to add are the filters that are not dependent on the immediate attributes of either the sponsor model that we were working on or the children model of the sponsor model. And apparently, ActiveAdmin does not allow you to use like uh, a custom method. So we wanted to filter sponsors by the number of sponsorships that each of the sponsor has or has had, and for that we needed to write a method, a instance method that would say basically sponsorships.count, and we could not figure out how to make ActiveAdmin's filter by this count of the sponsorships. While Googling, I found an article that suggested that maybe there is some way to trick ransack into doing that, but I don't think. Well, at least while we were trying and puzzling over this task, we didn't come up with a solution of how to filter by the number of sponsorships. So I am blocked at the moment. That's my story.
You reminded me I did have something else to say about 305.
Yep.
So there's the sorting. You can sort the view by the various columns,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted it to sort. For example, if you clicked on the father name, I would have liked it to sort by the whole father name, as in the given name plus family name.
Yes, yes. And you also had the problem with that?
Yeah, apparently. So ActiveAdmin did support that at one point,
Mm-hmm.
but they do not anymore.
Okay.
After much digging, I figured this out.
Yeah,
So
I guess we're stuck with the same problem basically, you and me. And I saw some discussions regarding sorting. I didn't quite go into those discussions because I wanted filtering. But yeah, I saw people asking about sorting by custom methods. So yeah,
if I
this is
want,
one of the reasons to go away from ActiveAdmin, apparently.
yeah. So my fix, since we were gonna be migrating away from ActiveAdmin, I just put some to-do comments in the code. I don't like doing that,
Okay.
but seeing as ActiveAdmin would not allow us to do that, and it was intentionally made to not allow that, then I I mean I didn't see much other of a choice, but I did leave some comments in there so when we do end up moving it to Rails, we won't forget about that.
Right. There's still there still is left some trickery or hackery to try, because ActiveAdmin, when it does at least filtering, I don't know about sorting, but at least filtering, it's employing Ransack for that. And if we can basically talk to Ransack directly, then maybe we could trick it into doing what we want. But
yeah, I did get somewhere with that too, but in a different method or a different manner. So you can make a scope on your model and use SQL to effectively make a custom column that is two other columns concatenated together.
oh, you can do that like through the model?
SQL, yeah, but I thought it was a really nasty hack, and I would have preferred to use Ruby. And it was really going to complicate the model a lot, and I just in general didn't think it was a good thing to do.
So you are basically creating like this extra column through SQL without actually changing the database? You're doing this on the fly?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
So you can modify your scope. You can say something to the effect of select star, comma, father name, or select star, comma, father given name, plus space, plus family name as father name. And then when you run your query, you will have a father name column. Yes. But I really didn't like the way to implement that, and our orphan model is already overcomplicated, and I just didn't really think that that was a good way to go.
Okay.
So, I guess that's all I have for today.
Okay. Not an extremely productive day. So, Pavel, say something as a Scrum Master. What should we do? What should be done at this point?
Actually, to be honest, it is Christmas, so I suppose that nothing should be done until
Nothing should be done. We should celebrate.
Christmas. We just should, yes, we should celebrate. Let's see, because if you can see Craig, Robbie, Nick,
Yes.
Christian isn't here, so we can just relax. Or you can do any chore that you want, maybe refactoring. But it's better to just to relax or maybe to study something. You know?
Yeah, that's definitely true. But we still have this task of migrating to Rails.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
that's my fallback.
Yeah, that's your fallback, exactly. And we still have this bunch of smaller tasks.
Oh, I forgot about 309. Did that ever get merged?
I do not even know.
No, it's
apparently not. Is it in among the pull requests?
Yep.
Is it the one that is not passing the tests? I remember there were several that
No, the one that's not passing the test was the Rails one that was on hold because we had the flagged issues that were more important.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So, what are we planning to do? So you have your fallback plan.
293 is my fallback. I'll work on fixing that one up.
293 refactor partner index. What is that?
It's part of the Rails, like basically the first Rails PR.
Oh, okay.
I submitted a work in progress a while back, and then there was a little bit of code review, and I needed to do some things, and then we got.
Okay. So is it the part of the moving to Rails epic?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's the first part of that.
I don't quite. I saw some exchange of messages on Slack regarding the foreign key constraints with Matt.
Yeah, I can sum that up. So they basically said that it's Rails 4.2 natively supports that in
Okay.
Ruby, so you
Okay.
don't have to deal with Postgres, I mean.
Yes.
And so they were thinking it would be better to wait for Rails 4.2 when it could be supported in Ruby code, which I
Okay.
think is a good idea. But then after that, I just happened to be looking through some other messages from another project and noticed that there was some folks that were trying to migrate to Rails 4.2 who were using ActiveAdmin and having lots of problems. And then the maintainers of ActiveAdmin said that Rails 4.2 is not currently supported,
Okay.
basically at all.
So the
So
sooner we get rid of ActiveAdmin, the sooner we can move
I
on to
think
Rails.
that is going to be the one Matt was working on. Looks like it might actually be held up by our Rails migration. Yeah.
Okay. So we probably are not doing anything on, or I mean, Matt is not doing anything on 1.146, right? So the consensus is to wait until Rails 4.2.
Um, I wouldn't go so far as to say the consensus yet, but that's what it looks like. I mean, there's a lot of team members that aren't here, but it definitely appears that way.
Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to. I mean, since I'm blocked on this, um, I may play around with Ransec a little bit to see whether I can still trick it into the filter, but I'm not entirely optimistic that I can do that. Other than that, what would
If you
be
get a chance and you want to look at the thing that you were working on with Christian that you were talking about, I might be able to look at that
okay?
later or
Okay.
something.
Okay. You mean for
'Cause
pair
I
programming?
would like I would like to see specifically what problem you had because I'm pretty familiar with ActiveAdmin now,
Oh, okay. Cool.
but I don't think that's for the Scrum.
No. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys, man. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Thank you for participating.
Okay.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Right. So I
So, are we gonna Scrum tomorrow? Oh, there you went. Never
yeah, there
mind.
he went. Oh, you were asking him whether he's coming for Scrum
I
tomorrow?
was, but that's okay. We'll use Slack to ask.
Yeah. If I stop the broadcast, we won't disconnect, will we?
Nope.
No. I can